Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Eli Joseph, and first of all, I want to say thank you to Principal Ryan for having me, all the staff, admin, teachers, everyone involved at the Weichert School, Officer Walmack, that's a good friend of mine.
Kevin Hart.
Hey, Kevin Hart.
Don't get that. Don't get my head in that.
You just jumped in and got in. Look at Kevin Hart.
All right, guys, I'm here to talk to you about my N.F.L. tour. If some of you don't know, I used to play in the N.F.L. Now, who in here, by a show of hands, know what the N.F.L. stands for? Yes.
National Football League.
Okay. That's one meaning. That's one meaning. That's not the only meaning. NFL is an acronym. Basically, the N, the F, and the L stands for something. Some say National Football League, but for me, the NFL tour means not for long. So some of you say, oh, what does that mean? It means the average NFL player career is only 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years, the average. Now, it's not to say some won't play 5, 10 years. I know a lot of my friends, they're playing 5, 6 years right now. But for the average, we're only playing 2 or 3 years. So the most important thing right now that you can do is focus on your education. Because football, basketball, a sport is not a career. At some point, it will end. So I'm just like you. I grew up in Hartford. I went to school at Annie Fisher. I went to Simpson Waverly. I went to Court Middle. Some of you probably too young to remember Court Middle. I went to Hartford High. But look, and I graduated from Temple University in 3.5 years while playing Division I football. But it wasn't like that though. It wasn't always like that. My freshman year, all I cared about was playing football and coming to school to see my friends. I failed 2 classes when I was a freshman in high school. 2 classes. Failed 2 classes. I didn't care. I'm still playing football. I'm still good. I don't care. I'm still making it. Nope. The following year, I was a sophomore, 10th grade now. I had the head coach of UConn, Randy Edsel, come to my school. The head coach come to my school to see me. He didn't ask to see my football film. He already knew how to play football. He asked to see my grades. So I pulled my grades out, sit down with my coach. So we sit down, talking, conversing. And he says, okay, let me see your grades. Show him my grades. He notices the 2 F's and about 50 absences, roughly 50 absences. Making bad choices, hanging with the wrong people, being a follower. And that's what happened, girl. That's what happened. Fell in 2 classes, 50 absences. So he goes, we don't want you. Eli Joseph, we don't want to give you a free scholarship to play football at UConn because your grades suck. I go down the street and get somebody else. So that hurt. So basically he telling me I can't go to school for free and then go to college, graduate, go to N.F.L, buy my mama a house, buy something for my grandmother. That's what he basically telling me. So what changed? I was still going to do well in football, but I had to change my grade. I had to change what I was doing in school, change the people I was hanging around with. So the following 3 years rather, didn't earn anything less than a B. Anything less than a B. I'm talking to my teachers. I'm sitting in the front row. I made a vow to myself never to put my head down on the desk. I took school seriously. Ain't no way I'm gonna let somebody tell me I can't do something. That's basically what he told me. He said, basically, you can't go to college because your grades suck. So I got tired. And that's why I'm here today. Because I still hear it today. They talk about you like they don't care. Oh, that kid's not going to make it. He's failing all his classes right now. So he's not going to make it. That's what they're saying right now. And it's not funny. That's what they're saying. And that's the truth. Because you go to this school, they say ain't no way a kid from this school going to make it to college, play in the N.F.L. Ain't no way they going to do it. So I'm going to prove them wrong. I come from where you come from. I grew up in the North End, off of Vine Street. Lived on Violent Terrace. Lived on Western Street. So I come from where you come from. My dad wasn't in the house. He couldn't understand why I was hurt. I didn't understand why I was hurt. I couldn't see my dad. I had 2 older brothers in prison. He couldn't understand that. So I said, ain't no way, man. I'm about to do it for my mom. I'm about to do it for my grandmother. So I dedicated every test, every exam, every football game to my grandmother, my mother. So when I was a senior in high school, Yale University, no lie, Yale University, an Ivy League school, comes to my school and say, Eli Joseph, we want to see you. We want to give you a scholarship as a senior now. Yale University, an Ivy League school. Who from the North End goes to an Ivy League school? I don't know no one. So they come to me, what they ask to see? My grades. Eli Joseph, we can't give you a full scholarship because you failed 2 classes your freshman year. What I did my freshman year affected me for the rest of my high school year. Not going to class, hanging with the wrong people, talking back to my teacher, not listening to my mom, talking back to my mom, making excuses. But I'm still okay. That's just one roadblock. We're gonna go through it. So I went to a prep school. Basically, a prep school is an additional year another year of high school. So I went to the Kent school for a year in hopes of that 1 year could substitute or replace my freshman year, but it didn't. I was still fortunate enough to earn a scholarship, a full scholarship. Mommy, you don't gotta pay for school. Who in here by a show of hands, their parents or their grandmother, uncle, whoever you live with, is paying for their college? $50,000 a year. Who's doing that? $50,000 a year. Who's doing that?
Oh, me? My cousin is in N.F.L.
No, I'm not talking about the NFL. I'm talking about who in here, your parent or whomever you live with, is going to pay for your school, your books, your clothes. $100,000 right now. Who got $100,000 right now? Basically.
All I gotta do is call 7 numbers.
7 numbers. 7 numbers.
All right, so I see 2 people. Quiet down. So look, most of us don't though. So you know what I said? I'm gonna take care of that, ma. I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna go to school for free. If it means going to school, if going to school for free means going to school, going to class on time, listening to my teacher, staying away from people who don't have the same goals as me, and doing my homework, then you're gonna go to school for free. Because if you put in the work, somebody else is gonna help you. So I had people helping me along the way. My coaches, my mom, my teachers. My teacher in high school helped me write my resume. My college essay. She helped me organize the whole thing. I couldn't do it when I was a freshman. So after graduating in 3.5 years at Temple University, I was fortunate enough to play for the Green Bay Packers for 1 year. I was a lot bigger. I was 300 pounds. I was 300 pounds.
That's not funny. He might have been buff.
300 pounds. Ended up getting cut after training camp and then got picked back up by the Steelers. Let me tell you a story about the Steelers, right? So I'm training at home I'm training, right?
She's blushing.
So I'm training. I ended up pulling a hamstring. I pulled my hamstring while I'm training. The Steelers called, and 15 minutes later, I'm like, oh man, like, I gotta work. They call, oh Eli, we got a workout for you. Can you come tomorrow? Because if you work out and if you pass the test, you're on the team. I said, okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I got a pulled hamstring. But I remember, I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for my mom, grandma, people who care about me, people who love me, people who sacrifice for me. So I said, okay. If it means just wrapping up a hamstring, going to work out, that's what I'm gonna do. Next day, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I'm praying. You know, I'm trying to stay positive. I get there, there's 2 other guys and myself. You know, they a lot bigger than me. But when we get there, they talking about, yeah, I was in Miami, I was partying. I look at them like, yeah, I was home training. So who do you think gonna make it?
You? Probably.
Made it with a pulled hamstring. The head coach didn't even know. I ain't limping, he not even know it. So I'm like, nope, don't limp. So I'm going, man. They call me out, Eli, you made the team.